Tim's gonna sell a lot of houses this year, yeah. Who else has a bucket fail? Yes, Michelle?
Betsy and John, be their admin.
You are their admin.
I'm working on the 66-day challenge, so I'm working towards that. I am.
Yes, so, we're very happy to have you, Michelle. Yep. One of the things we teach, and you guys probably have heard me talk about this, but we went to South Africa a few weeks ago. We taught a couple of foundational trainings. 36-12-3. And I was going through the material, the precursor to the course, why we teach 36-12-3, which is how to sell 36 transactions in 12 months, working 3 hours a day. It's the course. And so when we teach it is so that you can hurry up and get to 36 units so you can hire an executive assistant and make your life amazing. So teams hire people to help them.
We're doing, then you are. If you haven't yet explored that, we're gonna talk a little bit more about a training coming up today, but congratulations to you and double congratulations to you and John. All right, who else wants to fill a bucket?
My name's Jim, just onboarded last Tuesday. Got my first house under contract Thursday. Thankful to Deandra because she sat on the phone with me all day Saturday because I didn't realize there was compliance issues with paperwork. So she walked me through that, so I'm very thankful for that, so.
Can I share a little bit of your profit share thing?
Yeah, definitely.
So here's a cool thing about Jim. Jim called us, just looked us up and called and asked to come in and meet. And we sat down to meet. He was at another company here in town, around town. And he said, well, I'm actually a profit share recipient of someone's beneficiary. Now, you guys know when you join, you name a sponsor and you name a beneficiary. Jim is a beneficiary of someone's profit share down the street. That like willed it to them. How cool is that? I never met somebody, I mean, because it's not been long enough, but he's the first person I met. He said, yeah, I actually get profit share. I was like, what? Where do you work? He's like, I'm not at Keller Williams. And I go, well, how did you do that? And he said, I knew someone that willed their profit share benefits to me.
That's awesome.
How cool is that? I know. I guess we do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. That's pretty cool, right?
My uncle was actually OP of the office and one of the first officers in Michigan. And it went in 30 years ago. Wow. So he passed away in 2017 and he didn't even know you could will it away. He didn't. His people told him to do it. So I've been receiving profit shares since 8.
Well, not recently passed away.
It is a great benefit.
That's something.
And so I said, what in the world are you not at Keller Williams? They're already like in our. We got that all squared away. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to fill a bucket? I will fill RJ's bucket. I was in here this weekend meeting a team, a small team that just joined Keller Williams. So if you guys haven't met Daphne and Isabella, they joined us yesterday, but we were in touring and they bumped into RJ and talked for a long time. We went in and sat down. They're bringing the dad in to tour the office, the husband and the dad. And so we sat down and I said, so what questions do you have? And he goes, well, I don't have any. And I go, what, well, like you came in here to meet with me, you gotta have something. He goes, no, RJ answered all my questions, I'm good. Oh, we should play that more. Perfect, so, and Brandon Collins. You guys gotta give some love. Yeah, familiar face. So, okay, we're gonna keep going. I've got some fun stuff to show you and talk to you guys about. And I'm passionate about this, but I also realized when I was teaching on the other side of the world that there's some things we're missing. And so I thought when I get home, I'm gonna teach this stuff. So we're gonna talk today about lead capture and lead conversion. How sexy is that?
I mean.
Bread and butter.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I know, that's sexier than that, let's be honest.
That's sexier than lead capture and lead conversion. So I'm gonna start on a topic I am very passionate about. And has anybody ever got a late night text from me about your website links?
I'll say it.
Yes, Brittany has. That's how much I love you.
Seriously, I appreciate.
Yeah. So one of the lovely things you guys have available to you is you have a custom website that is branded only to you. Meaning people can look up properties, by the way, not only in central Kentucky, like anywhere in the world. They can look up stuff anywhere in the United States, anywhere. And anything they look up is gonna have you listed as the agent to contact about that property. So if I have family members, I grew up in Indiana, if I have family members in Indiana and they have my website. If they find something in Indiana that they wanna buy and they contact me, does that benefit me?
You get a referral, you
I get a referral. They're gonna come in as a lead. And I'm gonna go, hey, you just clicked on this property, and they're gonna go, we wanna look at this in Indiana, and I'm going to refer that and get a referral fee. If we don't share our website links, so if you're using Flex MLS links, Zillow links, or Homes.com, it's important to know that all of those websites advertise other agents. And that's when you're gonna get a late night text from me. Cause I love you enough to not let you advertise your business and let somebody else take your lead. So when we use Zillow links, you guys know that Zillow captures the leads and they sell them to people. So when you share a listing with a Zillow link, they're gonna take your leads and sell them to premier agents. What do you guys think about that?
What?
I'm helping you. I'm gonna help you today. We're gonna get a lot better today. So Zillow takes your leads and they sell them to agents in the market that have contracts with them. So when we use the MLS links, Bluegrass Realtors, by the way, it's one of the best real estate associations in the country. You guys are a part of, truly. However, they are responsible, they're a real estate association. They're responsible to advertise every single agent next to their property. Which means if you share a Flex link for your property and somebody clicks it and they go, that's cool. Now I wanna go see other things available for sale nearby, and they click. Now they're on 3 properties away, and guess who that website's advertising?
The premier agent?
That listing agent. So as a strategic person in the industry, and our goal is to capture leads every day, we only wanna promote things in a medium where we actually capture our own leads. Make sense? Did anybody learn something new in that little blurb?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot, okay. So, when you have a property, whether it's your listing or you're hosting an open house for someone else, or maybe Deandra lists an awesome property and I go, hey, can I share your listing online? And she says, sure. Doesn't matter. You're going to always go to your website domain and search for that property address and share that property address's specific URL. I'm gonna show you, okay?
Can I say something, Tara?
Sure.
Just so you all know this too, that once it takes you to. Where did you say this is? Not Zillow, Flex. When you're advertising on Flex and you're using your Chat GPT, and that's the link that you're going to send. When, Gary and everybody say, just look at your Chat GPT and ask, like, who is Sherry Frazier?
Yeah.
Then what happens is it starts to recognize you more than Zillow. More than,
So
yes,
when you
you're
use,
gaining that momentum
Yes.
through that as
when
well.
you're using your website, you're actually more people are clicking on it.
Yes.
So smart AI platforms are going, wow, this person is popular.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm on my website. By the way, your website domain, you can find it in command. You can change your domain at any time. If you don't like the name of it, you can go change that in your settings. Mine is Taurus. Yep,
How do you get from command to your website?
so. If you're in command, the very bottom applet on the left is your website. And it's,
It should say launch somewhere in there.
and it has like app and website settings. I don't know how to get to it from, might be in your like.
Cause my
contact.
problem is that when I go to my app, the KW,
Oh, you're in the KW app, yeah.
yeah. If I don't log in, I'm not sure that they're getting my.
Your link, yeah. Okay, so that's an app link. That's a little bit different.
Okay, but if I go from command to my website, then I will be in my website, and I know that for sure.
Yeah, you wanna go to the website that is yourdomain.kw.com.
Okay.
So mine is tarasmith.kw.com, okay? And everybody, you guys know yours? So you wanna know your domain, because when you're getting ready to post something on social media, rather than share a flex link or look it up on Zillow, you're just gonna go to your domain, like I just did.
Yeah, go like you're a consumer.
Go like you're a consumer. You're gonna go to your website, you're gonna search an address, you're gonna pull up that listing, and then you're gonna share that link. I'm gonna show you. Who has an active listing that's not under contract?
Or 71 Goose Creek.
471 Goose Creek. Okay, if it's active, it'll have a little green bubble next to the house. So when I pull this one up, now, do you see right here? You guys actually control that setting as well. There's 4 options in your command settings. One is they can look at your website unlimited and never register. I would not recommend that. Your job is to capture leads. Option 2 is, they can look at 10 listings, 10 properties, and then it's gonna make them register. Option 3 is 2 properties and then they register. And the last one is they can't look at anything without registering. So I would probably pick, they can't look at anything, or they can look at maybe 2 properties. You want them to register. As soon as they register, it pops up in your phone that you got a lead. And you can actually set up the smart plans we're gonna talk about today, okay? But I'm now on Sherry's listing. So if I wanna sell this property, I'm gonna go up in the URL at the top. It's myname.kw.com and then the property details. You're just gonna copy this. So just right click and copy. And then you're gonna go over to your Facebook or social media and you're gonna paste it and hit enter. So you can do it that way where it creates a button. And then you can delete out the link once the button's created. And you can type in anything else. And you can share it. You don't want to share too many property details in your text because you want them to actually click the link. So check out this cool new listing, click here for more photos, price and information, they're gonna click. Ideally, you're gonna capture your lead, and then that lead goes into, where does that lead go? Into command, and it actually pops up as you got a new lead. Okay? Everybody tracking?
I missed, where did you click to make it into a button?
I just copied the URL from the website at the top.
Okay.
When you go to Facebook and post it, it automatically creates that button.
Okay.
It does that for you.
Cool.
Yeah, and if you wanna put a graphic on Facebook, like a Canva graphic, and just enter your link, you can do that. But what should be happening is every time you post on social media, you have either a listing link or your website link where people can go click and find things. You wanna drive traffic to your website, because then we can capture contact information. Okay? Anybody have questions on this? Did you learn something new? Raise your hand if you learned something good. Okay, good. Less late night text messages from Carson. This is my goal for today. Okay. So the second thing I want to show you guys is the open house landing page. Who's familiar with how this works? Open house landing page. I got one, I got two. Okay, so we go out to an open house. You're gonna get to your open house. This is Sherry's listing. I'm still gonna go to my website. I'm posting it for Sherry. I'm gonna go to my website. I'm gonna find the listing. Now I have my URL at the top of the page. Did I see it? You're gonna do backslash and write the word open house and hit enter. Now watch what happens. My website has now created a registration landing page for this property. So I'm gonna probably put this up. You can either create a QR code where people scan to check in. You can set it on an iPad screen, doesn't really matter. But what I would do is I would say, hey, the seller has just asked that we have every single person register who's walking through the house today, just for safety. Do you mind to leave your name and contact information? They have to check off a TCPA compliant approval. So what happens when I fill this out? Where does that lead go? It goes right into command as a new lead. So if we do this at every open house, or here's another thing. You could actually say, everybody who registers today, I'm gonna enter into a giveaway this month and give away $100 Amazon card. I don't care how you get the registrations, but the goal is to not just go out on your weekend and chat with people. The goal is to capture leads so we can sell houses. I love my Sunday afternoon. Okay, who has questions or observations from
Can you
both?
do this for another agent's listing?
This is Sherry's listing.
So you're doing, okay, I thought
Yep.
you logged in.
No.
Gotcha.
Nope, I'm on my website as a consumer. So let's do this again with somebody else's. So I'm going to my website, tarasmith.kw.com. Who else has an active listing that I can put in here?
213 Silverleaf.
So I'm gonna host Kyle's listing. 213, 1013.
Silverleaf.
There it is. It's green, got the green bubble. So this is Kyle's listing. So if I were hosting it, the first thing I would do on like Wednesday or Thursday is I'd grab the link and I would share it on social media. Hey, everybody come out and check out. I'm gonna be at 1013 Silverleaf. Here's all the property information. So I'm gonna advertise it just like this. When I show up at the property on Sunday, I'm gonna open my iPad or my tablet. I'm gonna just do the same thing, backslash open house, enter. And then it's gonna create an open house sign-in landing page for me.
Thank you, Jen.
There we go.
Thank you for that again.
Super easy.
So you can do that with a QR code? How do you do that?
If I was gonna make a QR code, you're just gonna grab the link. Go into Canva, like you could put it on a stand and you're gonna paste that link into Canva on the QR code maker. They can scan it and it'll land them right there on this page. Is this helpful?
Yes.
Remember, guys, listings, like when we take a listing and we advertise it and we sell it in 3 hours, it sounds really cool. Like I see that a lot on social media. But the question in my mind is always, but did you capture 5 to 10 leads before you sold it? Because the goal of a great listing opportunity is to generate 2 to 3 buyer pieces of business. If we sell them too quick without advertising them and capturing leads, you sold one and you could have sold 4. So we want to take the business we have to generate more leads so you can multiply your sales. Okay? Any questions on these two before we talk about what happens next? Am I boring you guys? You're all just like.
I know nothing about technology, so I'm just like fascinated.
Okay, so by the way, when you get a late night text from me, I've actually just gone to kw.com and searched for you, pulled up your website, searched for the property and sent you your own link. Anybody can do that, but you can do it better than I can do it. So, okay. So that's a real easy way to use your website to capture leads. So let's talk about lead capture. How many of you guys were here when I taught on pipeline conversion? God, I get all the sexy topics. How many leads do you need in your pipeline to achieve your closing goal? Does anybody remember that number? You take your transaction goal for the year and you multiply it by 5. If I want to sell 25 houses this year, I need 125 leads that I'm nurturing. Yes.
Rosemary texted me a question about the website.
Yeah.
She said that she has 7 listings to go see today. Does she put those listings on her website on KW? Or does she just tell Kyle he has a showing?
That's a showing.
This
sorry,
is a
showing.
showing and everything.
Okay, let's keep going. Lead conversion. So if I'm gonna sell 25 houses, but I have 125 leads, the job is to communicate with those leads systematically to convert them. Especially if you're doing open houses, because a buyer may go to 6 open houses on a weekend. And if they're not represented, who's gonna get to work with that client? Me. Whoever what? Whoever what?
Gets to them first.
Whoever calls them first or connects with them at the highest level or provide or demonstrates value or communicates more frequently. It's all a numbers game, right? And connection. So you guys remember me showing you this? These are the actual sales numbers in across all industries, sales follow-up numbers. So I'm gonna read them and I want you to listen because this is big. And I live this. 48% of salespeople never call a lead. They never follow up with a lead.
What did they do?
I've done this. Anybody else done this? I have done this. I've gone out and had a great open house and walked out with a sheet of 10 people and either lost the sheet or got busy on Monday and never called the people. So basically I just burned my weekend for fun. Yeah, okay, so we've all done this. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% make 2 contacts and stop. Here's another story. I've actually had people give me leads for people to call, and I called them one time, so yay. They didn't answer, and I never called them again. How many of you guys have done that?
I have Beth, so never.
I didn't have a bet. Donna, I know, I saw your face.
Yeah.
I have done this, I've done it hundreds of times. I call a lead, they don't answer, and I either never call them again or I lose the lead. And sometimes I'm lucky enough that it's a referral, and they get back with me and say, hey, did you get a hold of that person? And I go, oh, shoot. But I tried and they didn't answer, let me try again. 12% of salespeople make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts to a lead. Now here's where it gets really interesting. 2% of all sales made are made on the first contact. 3% of all sales made are made on the second contact. 5% of all sales made are made on the third contact. 10% of all sales made are made on the fourth contact. By the way, there's less than 10% of you reaching out at this point. That's where 90% of the sales are happening. 80% of all sales made are made on the 5th to 12th contact. 80% of all sales made means you have to talk to them 5 to 12 times before you lock in that piece of business. So what is your observation on this?
What time period did they get these statistics from?
It's just across all sales,
Okay.
but I can tell you because I worked for Telehandlers and Expires, it was 5 to 12 in 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay,
It's going to depend on the lead source and then the motivation of that contact.
so it's a little
If
situation.
it's an open house buyer that's walking around on their Sunday afternoon, I'd probably say 2 to 3 weeks. You need to talk to them 5 to 12 times. They're out shopping on the weekend. They're gonna buy something, right? Okay, any other observations on this? Is anybody nailing this? Does anybody have a good system where you're talking to people 5 to 12 times consistently in your lead pipeline?
Yeah, we just got talking back.
Okay. Like it. Okay, so there's method and there's message, right? We talk about method and message. The goal of what we're gonna go into next is to get a response. So I love that you shared that because. Did you set them up for that? I didn't, but by the way, just because they're not responding doesn't mean they're not seeing it. That's the other thing. Sometimes people get your messages for years and then they reach out and go, I've been following you for several years. Now I'm ready. Now it's the right time. Okay? All right. So we're going to talk briefly about the best practice models for communication. And there are two different types of people. There are people we haven't met, and there are people we have met. So if I haven't met them, that's probably somebody that came to my website off social media. Or I ran an ad on social media with my link. I didn't talk about that, but you can take those property links and run ads for $1 a day and just sit back and capture those leads. Super easy.
It really does boost the traffic you have. I mean,
It's-
for $1 a day, it's worth
It's
it.
super easy. I think the last one I did for like 7 days, I got 16 leads for like, I don't know, $7.
Yeah.
It's their leads, their internet leads, but I haven't met these people. And so when we haven't met them, the connection is more distant than when I sit in front of somebody and we do this. So we're trying to get them to respond to different messaging. So haven't met is you're going to want to set up what's called a 12 direct. 12 direct could be an email or mail marketing that goes out once a month. 12 direct. So you're just going to start putting them on a drip campaign where they hear from you monthly to try to get a response. And the Mets come in 2 different formats. So if I meet somebody at an open house, you may have an open house 8x8 that's a higher frequency because they're shopping. But let's say we do an 8x8, which is an 8-touch plan. At the end of that, we're going to put them on the regular 33 touch. But the 8x8, as soon as you meet someone for the first time, you want to put them on an 8x8. It cements the relationship. So they go, cool, I met this agent at open house and she's already reached out to me like 4 times. So they're getting to see more of you. There's value in what you're sending. And it's locking in, like plugging you into their brain. And then 33 touch is that touch plan we do over a 12-month cycle with everybody we've met. Anybody have questions on this? Is this helpful?
And I lied. Now that we're, getting into it, there's totally people I haven't followed up with.
All of us.
Yeah.
That's why using that pipeline is so important. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys these and I also put these in your packets. So that, because we just have so much time to do training and team meeting, but I wanted to give you guys something to start. You can also find all of this in that beautiful red book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, right? So 12 direct. Suggested items of value for 12 direct. So these are people we have not met, but they came in as a lead. We want to lock in who we are into their brain and ideally get some sort of response. These are some of the things that are suggested. It could be facts about listings, getting your home in selling condition, the home buying process, homeowners insurance, how to buy a house, moving tips, packing lists, helping your kids with a move, what a real estate glossary, right? Renting versus owning, security tips, and 7 real estate truths, 7 selling myths, the 10 commandments when applying for real estate loans. Those are all in the MREA or the SHIP book. You guys see the rest, right? So essentially, it's a touch plan that's packed with value regarding the real estate industry. Okay, where can we find templates for this? Here. Close, but no. Close. So I asked Rosemary to be here today because I wanted her to share this. She built these last week. Here's what she did. So when you go into command in your smart plan library, there's a library where you can go see what all the other agents in our company are using. You can actually type in 12 direct and it will pull up all the 12 direct campaigns and you can find one you like and modify. You can also search 8x8 and you can find all the 8x8 campaigns agents are using. So you can use the library as a starting point. What Rosemary did is Rosemary basically opened Command and she opened Gemini. And she said, help me build a 12 direct touch plan. And guess what Gemini did?
Built
It literally built it, and she copied and pasted it and modified it to match what she wanted it to say. But it built the plan, and so now every time Rosemary gets a lead that she's not met, it automatically puts them on a 12 direct. The system can automatically start the campaign. She didn't have to touch it. And if she meets leads at open house, she's gonna put them on an 8x8. And that will automatically start touching them, but based on the 8x8 value, okay? So how cool would it be if we were capturing 5 or 10 leads a weekend and our system was touching them and reminding them of who we are? What do you guys think?
And where did you say the templates are on
They're in the campaign, the Smart Plan library. So when you go in there, and I'm obviously not a tech trainer, but go take some Scott Leroy trainings. When you go into Smart Plans, at the top, it has your Smart Plans and then it has a library. So sometimes, I mean, you can build them from scratch, or you can go to the library and get one that's kind of pre-built and then just customize the messaging. Okay? So this is a 12 direct. This is 8x8. So here's the thing about 8x8s. You might have multiple versions of your 8x8 based on the leads you capture. Make sense? So if I'm farming a neighborhood and I meet people, I might want to have an 8x8 that's specific to me being a neighborhood expert. That's my farming 8x8. If I'm doing open houses every weekend, I may have an 8x8 for open house leads. So if you have 2 to 3 sources of business, you may have a couple versions of your 8x8 that speak specifically to that lead source. So some examples, we got FSBOs, expireds, buyers, sellers, your farm, your sphere, open house attendees, allied resources, relocations, builders, right? So once you build it once, you can just make a copy of it and then modify it for that different lead source. Anybody have questions on this? Y'all are very deep in thought, or I've lost you somehow. Have I lost you?
They're not mutually exclusive, but it's not you, it's technology. This leads open.
It's the technology?
Yes,
Yeah.
not you.
It's not me. It's the fact that we're all in our brain going, oh my gosh, I have to get to my laptop and set up my touch plans. Good. Then I'm winning, baby. And then, the last one is 33 touch. So after we meet somebody and we do the 8x8 to lock in who we are, then we go on that 33 touch cadence. And that they're just consistently hearing from us across 12 months, right? And you guys, if you've done any consulting with me or you're in the coaching program, I use the 60 touch plan a lot. Because it has something we know that works.
Rosemary says they can ask her if they need help.
Okay. Aw. If anybody needs help, Rosemary just built all this. I was very proud of her because also I would say not super either tech. I don't know if it's, she's techy, but I think it's been the desire to want to have that personal touch. So making sure that your messaging is personal to you, I think is important. And she took the time to build hers out, so it sounded like Rosemary, which you all will want to do. But the guy that did this 60 touch plan sells about 350 houses a year. He netted $1 million in his business and gave 100,000 to local charity. And it literally is every single thing he did. So if we did half of this,
That's in the library.
this is on our website, and I have it in my office if you want to come grab one. But this is one of the playbooks hanging in the PC coaching office. So you guys know, the left side, the 36 emails and the 12 direct, those are all automated. The right side is 4 items of value, which we would consider like Popeyes, and 4 client appreciation events. And then you have your quarterly calls. You guys know what the Market Center is doing this year? We are providing 4 Popeye workshops and 4 client appreciation events. So we did that so you guys can plug in your data to this side, and you just have to automate the left side. Does that make sense? Okay, so what are we thinking? What are your observations from this little section of lead capture and a touch plan to convert our lead.
Gonna save a lot of time.
It will save a lot of time after you build it.
Is this the guy that you can go watch each video?
Yes, I have that on here too.
So that's, I mean, he has video.
Anybody have questions? If you don't wanna build it, you can choose to not do that, that's a choice. But also, our two guys on the laptop will set this stuff up for you. They have a little administrative fee, they do an hourly rate, they will build this stuff for you, if you don't wanna do it. But what I will tell you is, if you don't do anything, you're gonna be missing out on opportunities in your business. Many of us have a much bigger business than we know. We just aren't taking the time to set it up and let it run. We're winging it. Anybody in here ever feel like you're winging it? Yeah, like the first 15 years of my career. So it does work. It's just kind of stressful. Yeah, so if we build this, it'll run the play. You guys can sit back and literally have people raise their hand and say, I wanna sell my house, I wanna buy my house, I wanna sell my house, I wanna buy my house. And they're gonna say, you've been emailing me for 6 months and we've just been waiting for the right time to reach out. That's how this works, this playway works, okay? All right, I need to hear a couple of people share either an observation or a question or something you're gonna commit to going and doing, get better at this.
Would you say set that up for us? You didn't want to do it ourselves.
Yeah. Two gals and a laptop, which is our TC service, but they do all kinds of administrative stuff. Yeah, and I can get you that info, or Madison.
Okay. You're awesome. Okay.
Brittany, what was your observation?
This has been on my to-do list for a very long time.
We can do this meeting every week if you guys like. I'm totally good for it.
I need to.
Yeah.
I get like night touch.
Because like, here's the thing, if you're getting leads and you're not doing this, you're just flowing through, I mean, and by the way, a lead is worth how much? 10,000, 8,000, I don't know, what's the price point? Thousands of dollars by not setting up the system to communicate, right? Yeah, you can't afford to not do that, you can't afford to not. You better to invest in having somebody do it for you than to just not do it, right? You'll get a great return. Anybody else?
It's made me realize how much I don't know.
Me every day.
I've learned a lot and then I'm like, I don't know anything at the same time, so.
It's a growth process.
But yeah, it's gonna be really helpful.
I think Rosemary sat in here for an hour or two and did this. So if you just slow down to build something, your business can scale. Right? Okay, all right. Just gonna go through a couple quick things. Okay, does everybody have their profit share bingo card? If you don't, raise your hand. It's bench. Okay, we do that. Yeah, okay. So the goal of this, the profit share bingo, this is something we've done, for years, really. I don't know when we did it here last, but it's really just to help raise awareness of profit share, how it works. There's some classes you can take, there's Facebook groups you join, but essentially for each bingo you get to reach your hand in a big bag of cash. We have a big bag of cash and you get to grab out as much cash as you can grab. So, and there's
Something that you got my attention.
There's definitely in fact, right? But this is for the month of April. So get in there and start knocking some things out and get your bingo card filled. You can win as many times as you get bingos too. You can do a coverall and win, what is that? 8 times? That would be 8 cash grabs. So, okay. Okay, I want to talk quick about this. Breakthrough 120. Breakthrough 120 is a brand new training. Just rewritten and taught by Jason Abrams and Cody Gibson. It is 5 sessions and it will produce 9 signed agreements in 120 days. So 9 buyers or seller contracts in 120 days. And we are teaching this the third week of April.
April 20th is the first day.
April 20th is my session. It's also my twin's birthday, so we'll have a good session.
You have a twin.
My children's.
Oh, it's a cute twin.
But April 20th, 9 AM. You're gonna get to hang out with me. So I'll be teaching, Beth will be teaching, and Madison. It's 5 sessions. We will have manuals you can download. Of course, the books are already on our website. We will have manuals you can purchase just at printing cost. If you want, printed manuals.
Those dates are,
Those days are wrong.
yeah, those dates are wrong. It says 20th and then 22nd.
So don't come on Saturday.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, that you're
Yeah.
going to attend.
Is this what Beth was talking about, the like condensed?
That's around Facebook.
Okay, perfect. You can sign up on the paper or you can scan the Eventbrite and register as well.
Like the condensed, Ignite material?
But it's all new material.
Okay.
It's all new material. So it'll feel very different and they are gonna help you integrate technology in. So some of the stuff I just taught, like it'll be part of this. Okay? So I would recommend coming. We're gonna have a good session. This is career visioning. Let me see if I can get this video to play.
Hey everybody, I'm Anna McKissick, the Regional Director for the Ohio Valley region, and I am so excited because coming up in a couple of weeks, we have Career Visioning, the one and only class that we are so excited about and love having every single year. And on April 22nd in Lexington, Kentucky, and on April 23rd in Dayton, Ohio, we are doing 2 different locations this year. We are taking a 2-day class and turning it into a 1-day class, having the most important topics that you know and you love. And we are adding on, based on your feedback, the most important part of being able to master the full career visioning process is you're validating that KPA. And we are going to model life story and motivational interview. I cannot wait to spend time with you. We are going to have a blast together because we are going to have you feel confident in finding that quality hire that is going to take you to the next level and help you have more quality of life. See you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so how many of you guys have attended career visioning in the past? So there's about a whole room of us that need to get registered.
It's a
So
great class.
it is an amazing class and it is the entire process of finding, attracting talent and taking your business from sales to leverage. Normally this is a 2-day course. I think it normally costs like $400. I think they're ticketing this at like $145. And it's gonna be a really nice, like just the meat version of it. And it's right here in Lexington, regional level training. Anna is a master faculty trainer. So remember, when your business is producing about 2 transactions a month consistently, 2 is when we recommend you hire an executive assistant. So if that's on your goal list for the future, right now is a great time to go get the training so you know how to hire and train that person in time. They only offer this once a year. So I think we should probably fill that room. Okay, get with me if you have, anybody have questions on this? Yes,
So it is the same, these are the same weeks. This is the 20th and that's the 22nd,
yeah,
so.
you don't have to miss one of the breakthrough 120s. Yeah. Anybody else have questions on this? Anybody gonna go attend with us? Maybe? Yeah, I think we'll have a good turnout. Okay, and then, this is Red Day, so this is a big one. This is our RSVP code, so this is all of us, guys. Every Keller Williams in the world closes their offices on May 14th, and we go out and we serve our local community. So we would love for all of you to be a part of Red Day. We are gonna be doing something with community inclusion, and we'll get you more details. But we need you to RSVP so we know how many are coming. We'll have t-shirts and snacks and we'll do a little happy hour after we go out and do our work. Questions on Red Day? No? Guys, you're so quiet today.
There's so many people in here too, it's so fun.
Why are you so quiet?
Question on the breakthroughs.
Yes,
9 and 12.
I think it's 9 to 1.
9 to
for
1,
essential,
okay.
yeah.
It's our brains are working.
Your brains are
Trying to
working.
absorb
Stay
it.
with me.
I'm here. It's just.
Yes, stay with me. Okay. Our Connect Team app is going away at the end of April, and we are moving that back into the regular Facebook group. And, the next slide is Keeley's. So everybody downloaded this one? So this is the new showing app, showing requests. I think you can do open houses. You can have people run signs for you. They can go pick up your dry cleaning, whatever you want. This is the show, kind of the new app that we're using,
Is this gonna integrate Central Lock as well, or will that still be?
it's separate. This is how you set up the showing directly with each other.
Gotcha.
If you're gonna use, you're still gonna have to schedule with showing time and all of that. But everybody be on here because people are already broadcasting showing opportunities and there's compensation in there. So you can get paid for showing for people. You don't have to click this one right now, but there is a brand new 66-day challenge for Command out. And I've heard it's really good. So that's just a little video you watch every day to tighten up your skills. Anybody?
Really short video.
Really short? Yep. These are your social prompts for the month of April. And we'll send these slides out so you can go find them, but if you need social media prompts or ideas for your social pages, KW puts a whole kit of that together for you every month. So April social prompts are out. And then I just wanted to touch on this, Mega Camp. How many of you guys went to family reunion? Several of us. So Mega Camp tickets have just been released. They're the cheapest they will ever be, and it will go up at the end of this month. It goes from like $8.49 to $10.99. So it's right now at a pretty substantial discount. So if you're going, right now is the time to get that ticket. Anybody have questions on Mega Camp? Who's gonna go with us?
I'm gonna try.
Yes.
It was so much fun, but I went behind and it was good.
And you were at family reunion.
So what's the biggest difference between Mega Camp and Family Reunion?
Great questions. So family reunion is gonna be, I think we had close to 15,000 people in February. And you do big sessions and then they do lots of breakout options. Maybe camp is more general session driven and then masterminds. So based on your production, they put you in rooms with people that you get to mastermind business strategies with that are on a similar part of their journey.
Cool.
So it's probably about 3,000 people, smaller. And it's a little more connected, I would say, not as big. Yeah. And people like different ones for different reasons. I mean, some people go to both and some go to one or the other, but yeah. Up next, we're gonna be doing the MREA Podcast Mastermind. This is Breaking Ceilings with Sarah Reynolds. If anybody wants to stay after and just talk through that one, I'll be here after the team meeting. Are they here?
Yes.
Headshots are happening.
They're
today.
over in that far corner, past the bathrooms. We can get one you that's.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
I didn't thought.
Like,
Like, of course.
But yeah.
I mean, that's a long thing to see. Might as well take advantage.
Everybody good.
Okay, we are 4 minutes till. Does anybody have an inventory need, like you're looking for something for a client, or you have an upcoming listing or something you wanna share? Yes, Brittany.
I have a multi-generational family in there looking for a ranch of finished basements here in Lexington. And their budget is into the mid 500s. We just haven't been able to find, we've been looking for months. And just haven't been able to find anything for them. They do like the work, they need to go. And then I have somebody who's looking for a duplex, for also multi-generational, like a ranch duplex. Have healthy budget and then they force. I'm surprised you.
I know, I feel like I've seen something that kind of fits that criteria and I feel like me.
Oh, yes, and you're like, so
Good.
and I keep a fire. But great people, you know what I mean, and qualified, and I mean, we're not having any issues closing, it's just not finding something that they love or is in good repair. One of them knows that the duplex doesn't need to be really great repair, but the other home. Yeah, they're pretty much.
Sherry, did you have one?
Yeah, I've got it's actually on office exclusives. Now when you enter an office exclusive into Flex, only our agents can see it, and I posted it a couple of places. But it's a townhouse over here in 40509, and it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Not really nice location, and it's, ready to move in, really need to check it out.
And,
355. We talked about it a couple times, I think it was in 350. But it's empty, so you can show it. I'm probably gonna have an open house this Sunday. It's not showing in the public yet. I got pictures coming.
She can use her website
Yeah.
and that open house landing page and capture some leads.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of open houses, I'm trying to do 30 open houses in 30 days, so if anybody has
I
open
do.
houses.
Yes, let's change numbers.
Yes, ma'am, okay. I love it, I'm down to do, you know, Monday evenings, anytime during the week, whatever, so.
And I still, I
Throw
looked
this
up
way.
to the lot that I have on Flanagan Station. It's 8 acres. It's beautiful building site. You can build, a lot of people want a block for barndominium. It, is at 199.9, I mean, 199.5, we just reduced the price. You'll bring me an offer, we can talk about.
What city?
Winchester. And it's, yeah, it's just a great location.
Is that on your Facebook? Okay. I saw the townhouse for students ago.
If anyone has an investor or anyone trying to do like a 1031, I have a 10-unit, multifamily rental in Georgetown. It's fully occupied. Half of them are college kids. The other half are like working adults that have been there for years. It's really cute. They gutted it down with the studs. They're asking a little over $1 million right now, but there's some wiggle room in there, and that's got 3% for the buyer's agent built in with a good, with an acceptable offer. So I think we're getting ready to reduce the price. They're really motivated. It's owned in a partnership, and they're basically dissolving the partnership and getting rid of anything that's owned shared. They've also the owner, one of the owners is like a commercial contractor, so like they've gone in and supported the basement. There's sump pumps to keep water out. Like it's really well done, and they're all 2-bedroom, 1-bath, kind of like efficiency units, getting between 800 and 900, but you could easily get the 900 or 950 if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's definitely
So
information.
if anyone knows, like they're really motivated. And then I have, if anyone has someone like 55 and over, it's not a designated senior community, but it is a ranch, like townhouse or condo in Riva Lake in Richmond. And those rarely come available, and it's like updated, super cute. So that's on Highlands Drive. If you have anyone, just let me know. I'll send you the link. And then I've got a 200,000 coming up in Berea. So first time home buyers, I know that those go kind of fast. And this one's gorgeous. Like this lady is an attorney, but she should be an interior decorator because it's so beautiful. I can't wait to film it and post it. So that'll be coming the end of this month. And then I've got a 450,000 in Berea. Super cute home. I think it's like 4-bed, 4-bath. Like they have like 3 kids, but they're actually getting the church house free from their church.
Wow.
So they're gonna sell their home. Their families are pastors and stuff. And
Wow.
I've worked with them 3 or 4 times, and they're ready to sell this one. And they also should be interior decorators because they are like Chip and Joanna Gaines, and it's gonna be stunning. And I'm shooting that one Friday, so I'm super excited. So you can do those open houses.
Yeah, that'd be
if you
great.
want. Yeah, I'd like to try to get them sold. If anyone looking for land in Ashland, I've got 125 acres up there.
I was gonna sell it, I wanna sell the whole 125 acres.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really remote and like rugged, so.
A bit like more hunting land?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's 100 some acres, so you could put a house seat on there, 4-wheel and hunting, and they're wanting 325, but they would take 250.
325 for 125 acres.
It's in Olive Hill, so it's like right before Ashland.
Hmm.
I've had some calls on it and stuff, but they wanted $18,000 for a survey, so it's just like, you know, like we would go in half if the buyer wanted to, like we could possibly
Parcel
split
it or
that or
something.
something, yeah. With the potential offer.
I also just listed a recreational 219 acres in Powell County, and it's near the River Gorge, it's near Birch Hollow, it's the resort areas, it can definitely be developed, I just gotta find out how to access it. This guy doesn't have surveys and stuff, but.
How much?
um,
200.
River Gorge.
I've got
It's
one at
already-
the gorge also, just, I think it's 7 acres, 250. If anybody knows developers, like the gorge is super hot right now. We've got one right in front of me, a tunnel.
I just closed on my first cabin in the gorge.
You're gonna, it's like,
Yeah,
you're gonna be addicted to it.
It's gonna be called Wild Vibes Retreat, and
Oh,
so I'll post y'all can go very cool, yeah.
that's so fun. Okay, anybody else? All right. Thank you guys for being here. I wanna make sure I don't miss this. We'll have our team meeting next week. We have team meeting next week? Yes.
Yes.
And then we've got the last week of April, Dan O'Hara, who leads the National Division of the Real Estate Planner, will be our guest speaker at our all office meeting. So I don't have a slide for that yet, but I wanna make sure you guys know, if you're interested in like estate, divorce type focuses, that is inside of that whole group, and he'll be speaking at our sales meeting. And Emily is here, if you guys haven't,
Hi.
Emily, give Emily some love,
I would love the love.
all the love, yes.
Yeah. I just thank you guys for being so patient with me. This is like my literal first time out in the real world today, and it's, my dad passed, and I'm sure y'all are like, what in the world is she talking about? So it's just been hard, but yet at the same time, you all are amazing people, and it's just like family anywhere I go. So if I cry in the next couple of weeks because I've spilled water on myself, done something ridiculous, just go with it. Just go. Thank you.
And if you're new in the room, Emily is our America's Preferred Warranty Rep. And we have a cool little program for you guys, and she's got some new things with that. So if you haven't connected with her, make sure you connect with her after the meeting so that you know who she is behind the flyer.
Really a lot of fun.
I remember
I
it
don't
from the
regret,
Christmas
but-
party 2 years ago.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah.
Hey, I do love.
You were a lot of fun.
I do like a party, and I am gonna say after and help Sherry with exactly what consultation is. And walk her through that on our website, so if anyone else wants to sit down on that, we'll just meet out here.
Okay. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
It's good to see all of your faces. It's gonna be a great market. My God, it is. It runs to that side. Don't make it hard.
Alright, now my brain needs to fix itself to absorb all of this. I swear, I should have been more like different day. Instead.
And management can, yeah, that's just a little thing for us.
I need to speak. They just crashed right.
I'm gonna stop the Zoom.